the special stages. Where are they, and how do they work? Plus, why do the emeralds only sometimes appear in the real world? I have a theory on that will blow your mind. You want to know something about me? I got really jealous and a bit angry when I discovered other Sonic theorists on YouTube, and how their theories were better than mine. This is true, and it's stupid, I know. I've learned to accept this, and being envious of their skills shouldn't dampen my own, nor should I feel I should have the monopoly on Sonic-centric theories. Plus, feeling bad really does reflect in your work. So through knowing these people and befriending them, it really has broadened my scope on Sonic theories. Plus it leads to great debates, and this is how my theory on the special stages begins. Now we know very little of these special stages, or zones as it were, other than how to access them and what challenges await between us and the Chaos Emeralds. The pre-Genesis continuity of the Archie comics offered us some backstory, however ludicrous it was, by means of a godlike panda deity known as Feist. At some point, he was banished to the Zone of Silence, where he met and was defeated by Ixis Naugus. After Naugus escaped the zone, Feist seized control and, using the power of the galaxy's Chaos Emeralds — yes, there were many Chaos Emeralds before Sonic Adventure was released and established some lore — reshaped it into the Special Zone. He guards the 7 emeralds in the zone, and will allow those who complete its most difficult challenges to take one. Though not overtly good or evil, Feist judges others entirely on whatever satisfies or upsets his whims. Like I said, this explanation mainly involves the Archieverse before the reboot, but the concept of another zone in a warp dimension has been shown in both episodes of Sonic the Hedgehog 4, as the dimensional portal opens up above the islands. I also said in a previous episode that the giant rings act as gateways to the special stage itself, provided you have a toll fee of 50 rings, which we established have similar properties to Chaos Energy, or just know where to find them, which is also a mini-theory in itself. Why is it that the giant rings are scattered everywhere throughout Angel Island, whereas elsewhere you need 50 rings, or in Sonic Heroes' case, a special key? I think it's because the island itself has Chaos Energy coursing through it. The Master Emerald, and by extension the Chaos Emeralds, hoisted Angel Island into the sky. This resulted in giant rings forming from the excess Chaos Energy and being expelled into the island zones. Boom! Mini blue blur for you there. Yeah, hi, small editing note here. I completely forgot that Sonic Mania also had giant rings in the overworld, but we could chalk that up to the Phantom Ruby messing with reality, or in the case of going to Angel Island zones such as Hydrosity and Lava Reef, it may be a case of familiarity and continuity from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Whatever, I just undermined my entire small theory on this matter. Getting back on topic, we're still going over what we already know. Strange Zone hosting challenges for emeralds after finding the giant ring. But from Sonic Adventure onwards, the Chaos Emeralds are just anywhere for anyone to grab. Even the Princess of Soliana has had one for 10 years. Despite the timeline inconsistencies regarding that, as well as the fact it was erased from the timeline. No special stage, no one-time challenge. Now, going back to that debate with another theorist I mentioned, can answer that very easily. The Sega Scourge, for those who don't know, is a great Sonic theorist, and you should definitely check out his What If series, asked whether or not Sonic Heroes took place on Earth or Mobius. This is because Takeshi Iizuka has said that there exist 2 worlds in the Sonic canon. With shows like Sonic X and the Sonic movie setting this up, I'm not one to differ. Anyway, I said that Heroes would take place on Earth, as the events of Adventure 2 and Shadow the Hedgehog take place during the same year, maybe months or weeks apart regarding the Space Colony arc. His position is that it takes place on Mobius because of the zones being referenced in later games that take place on Mobius. I counter this by stating that Sonic X may have influenced the games or vice versa, with Green Hill appearing in Sonic Adventure 2 like what happened at the end of Season 1. Stay with me, I'm getting to it. We both agreed that the emeralds make this question hard to answer because of Earth's history being tightly linked to them, what with Gaia temples housing them, as well as the Ark. Then my genius fanboy mind put the pieces in place for this theory and stating that yes, Heroes does indeed take place on Mobius, completely undoing my stance regarding the matter, and what the special zone's purpose is this whole time. Check it. My theory on the emeralds being in both worlds is because of the special stages. Notice how on Earth the emeralds are just in plain sight, forests, mountains, jewelry stores. This is because the emeralds are native to Earth, as they have a long and tortured history in regards to tribes, science, and possibly being made by Light Gaia. But the emeralds reside in a state of flux, as they originated when the worlds were merged as one, a world of both human and Mobian, meaning the only way to get them to Mobius is via the special stages. They are an express way to get the fluctuating emeralds from one world to another. Think about all the games that feature humans. None of them have special stages for the heroes to conquer, whereas the stages that do have special stages have zones with very unique aesthetics, checkered walls, two-tone grass, fauna that looks like God used a set square. Granted, Sonic Colors and Sonic Lost World have different ways of acquiring the Chaos Emeralds, but it's not like they're just found anywhere or have any relevance to the overall plot. I know that's kind of sidestepping the issue, but whatever, you need red rings for the emeralds now. Now, even if this is remotely true, this brings up a big question. How does everyone travel between worlds so frequently, and why haven't they shattered the boundaries of space and time? If planet hopping is this frequent and can occur at any time, this does explain why Eggman exists on Mobius and seems to have a heritage on Earth. So it's not one but two worlds it's trying to conquer on a weekly basis. It also explains the creation of Shadow the Hedgehog and the Space Colony Ark's connection with the Emeralds, as 50 years ago, Gerald would have done major research on them, as well as knowing about Earth's relationship with Mobius due to remnants left behind. Who knows, there may be small villages of Mobians scattered across Earth living in isolation from human discovery. But the bigger question than that is how these special zones were even made. My guess is that if their purpose is to connect one world to another like an interstellar expressway, for those who dare take the plunge in its kaleidoscope-themed maze and ring challenges, then either Gaia or the Emeralds themselves bridge that gap between Earth and Mobius, keeping them connected but forever lost.